Welcome back to It Ain't Rocket Science. I'm Adam Balkin. Over the last 20 years, the technology revolution has been nothing short of transformative. It's made this world a global village, allowing us to communicate in most cases in a nanosecond. In some cases, it's allowed us to explore new means of communication, as witnessed by the work of this group of engineering students.
These students are playing musical instruments so they can see sound. It's the only way some of them can experience music at all.
Their experience with sound is a little different than other people's. So we have this idea that why don't we make sound visible?
It was the perfect challenge for some future engineers studying just a few blocks south at the Cooper Union.
I thought it would be great to be able to create technology and devices that could help these students learn about sound and interact with sound, something that normally would be intangible for them.
So the Cooper Union undergraduates created the Interactive Light Studio with 2 grants from the American Society of Mechanical Engineers. They built it in what used to be a storage area. The studio consists of electronic circuits, a large interactive screen, a projection system, and tons of toys.
We really had to think about the unique group of students that we were helping out. We had to think about the needs of the teachers. We had to think about something that would last in the room and something that would be fun and engaging to the students.
And while the most obvious impact is on the students who get to use it, those who built the studio learned a valuable lesson as well.
I think it was very rewarding to see all the kids come in here and actually get to use this installation and discover new things.
Lessons they hope to take further in the future. For It Ain't Rocket Science, I'm Lindsay Crest.
And not far from the light studio, a different type of light show was going on in Union Square. It was a pop-up rock concert, laser lights and fog machines included. But there was one thing about this concert that you might not have expected. The rock stars were robots.
I've never seen robots play music like that. The robots are really cool.
The concert was part of General Electric's Brilliant Minds program to encourage innovation.
Something like this shows that there's much more to life in what you can develop and what you can bring to life with engineering and math and science.
Now let's be honest, there's really no light show that can outshine or rival the starry night sky. But the new space show at the American Museum of Natural History is taking a different look at the cosmos and investigating what's hiding in the shadows or the dark patches of the universe. Our Stephanie Simon takes us along for the ride.
The American Museum of Natural History is shedding light on some of the biggest scientific mysteries today with its new planetarium space show, Dark Universe. The 24-minute film explores 2 great cosmic conundrums, dark matter and dark energy. Dark energy is basically the pressure that's expanding the universe. Dark matter, along with dark energy, makes up most of our cosmos, but remains an enigma.
They're huge concepts, but they're really at the core of our being in the sense that we wonder where we came from. Walking down the street, we don't encounter the expanding universe or dark matter and all that, but it's around us.
The show is designed to be enjoyed by curious kids and accomplished scientists alike, sweeping through the sky and into deep space. Adding even more star power to this production, astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson narrates.
We're telling you the story of the universe in 24 minutes, so that's always a challenge, and that's why the visualizations matter. The visual communicates 100 times more information than do the words.
Tyson understands the pull of a great film. He made headlines after tweeting some critiques of the recent George Clooney, Sandra Bullock space flick, Gravity.
Then everybody started talking about it. Physics teachers, physics professors, school groups, and I think that's a good thing. If people are arguing about the physics of a #1 movie, things are changing in this world.
And Dark Universe does just that, expanding our knowledge of the cosmos through an unforgettable journey across space. For It Ain't Rocket Science, I'm Stephanie Simon.
And back on Earth, there's no place better to see a show than under the marquee lights of the Great White Way. But the curtain doesn't go up on any Broadway show without a little bit of science, technology, engineering, and math. Frank DeLella takes us backstage to show us how the latest innovation in stagecraft is proving to be a hard act to follow.
Cinderella's magic transformation, her glittering carriage, and her fairy godmother, this Broadway smash is full of magic. But how does the cast and technical crew on Broadway make that magic happen on stage? That's exactly what the organization Inside Broadway is revealing for public school students across New York City.
We live in a technology age, and children are part of that age, and so they are very familiar with technology and the impact that it has in their life. They may not be familiar with the fact that there's a lot of technology that we're using here on Broadway.
Students heard firsthand from actors, engineers, and members of the stage crew about how things work on Broadway. They even got a demonstration on how the horses carry Cinderella's carriage using a bicycle pedal.
It's like so great because it's like Broadway where everybody's dreams come true. I like the fog, and I liked how they used the remote control thing to move all the props. It was so cool.
The technology age has definitely impacted upon professional theater, and children, I think, are very much interested in seeing those elements and to see the way they impact.
Michael says Inside Broadway also puts a heavy emphasis on the opportunity for jobs in theater.
There are many jobs that are involved in the theater, other than just being an actor, you see. And many of these jobs are very high-paying jobs, highly technical, requires skill and training.
I would like to be one of the prop people because I was really fascinated by all the movements of all the props.
I would like to be part of the prop team because I like to be very creative and I have a very strong imagination.
An experience that's already opening young eyes to STEM careers in the theater. For It Ain't Rocket Science, I'm Frank Delella.
And so the curtain too must come down on this episode of It Ain't Rocket Science. Remember, to find out more about Time Warner Cable's Connect a Million Minds initiative or to get more involved in science, technology, engineering, and math opportunities in your neighborhood, head over to www.connectamillionminds.com. And until next time, it's been a blast.